Good evening guys, this is me Ashit Yadav. Now in this video we are going to discuss the 100 questions for the Botany Subsidiary. In the previous video we had already completed the 100 questions for the Chemistry Subsidiary, and this video will be going for the Botany Subsidiary onwards. Now the main objective to be covered in this video, that is from 1 number to 100 questions, and later we will cover the remaining parts of the chemistry and the subsidiary part of the botany onwards. Now here is the first question is that the nitrifying bacteria convert, that the nitrifying bacteria that helps in the growth of the plant which convert nitrates into the nitrogen. Here the right answer will be the option B, that nitrates into the nitrogen. Now the next question is, which of the following is called jokers of plant kingdom? हम लोग किस में से किसे हम लोग जोकर्स कहते हैं जो कि प्लांट किंगडम को जोकर्स माना जाता है? The right answer will be the mycoplasm, and mycoplasm is the सबसे smallest cell that is known today, that is 0.001 micrometer, that is the size of the mycoplasm. Okay, now the next question is third number, that is Gongrossia stage occurs in, that this stage is mainly occurs in the Fuchsia. The right answer will be the option A. Now the next question is the Impunecia, the infection of barberry leaf is caused by, the right answer will be the acidophores. Crustose lichens are, that is flat membranous forming thin layer. Now the next question remarks that each cell of Anthocerus thallus possessed, that is the right answer will be the none of the above, because the cell of the Anthocerus does not possess chloroplast pyrenoids, and the right answer will be the none of the above because it does not possess any of the kingdom. The right answer will be the option D. That is, next question is periderm is made up of, periderm is mainly made up of the phloem, phalugen and the phaludoderm. The right answer will be the option D. Endosperm of higher plants are mainly, that is triploid, will be the right answer. Now the next question is going to be the dihybrid cross for the F2 generation in the genetics parts, that is the ratio obtained in F2 generation of the dihybrid cross, that is 9:3:3:1. This ratio is, this ratio is the phenotypic ratio, and here we know the F2 generation in the dihybrid cross, the F2 generation possesses for the genotypic ratio, that is 1:2:2:1:4:2:2:1. The right answer will be the B, that is a phenotypic ratio. Rhizoids of Funaria are, that is they are the colorless multicellular with oblique septa. The right answer will be the option D. Tissue responsible for secondary growth is, that is the cambium. Okay. Now the next question remarks that the histogen theory was proposed by, that is the Handstein. The late blight of potato is caused by, that is will be the Phytophthora, will be the right answer. Bread is manufactured with the help of, bread that is manufactured with the help of, that is the yeast fungi. Okay. Virus was first discovered by the Ivan Voshki. Virus produces the disease, that is the influenza is a disease that is caused by the virus. Now the next question remark that mushroom belongs to the Bacillomycotina. Study of algae is called, that is the phycology. Now the next question is food storage in fungi is, that is glycogen is the food that is storage in the fungi. Okay. Cap cell is found in, that is the Odiogonum. The cap cell is found in the Odiogonum. Wheat rust, sorry, there is a typing mistake, that is white rust. There will be the wheat rust is caused by, that is the right answer will be the albugo, that is option number D. Component of lichens are, we know that lichens are mainly made up of algae and fungus. Now the here right answer will be the option A, that is algae and fungus. Which is primitive steel, that is the primitive steel, that right answer will be the protosteel, is the primitive type of steel present in plants bodies. That is endosperm in angiosperm is, endosperm that is in angiosperm is a haustorial sponge. Okay, that is horsetail is called the equisetum. Okay. Now the next question remarks that bacteria was first noticed by the Leeuwenhoek, that is his full name was Anton von Leeuwenhoek. Okay. Now the next question is cap cell is found in, here we had already completed this topic, that is cap cell found in the Odiogonum. Virus literally means, that is the pathogen, not, that is right answer will be the poison. Virus means the poison, that is the poison. Lichens are good indicator of, that is lichens are the good indicator of the air pollutions. The chief food reserve in fungi is, that is the glycogen. S.R. Kashyap was famous Indian, that is the bryologist. That is a study of bryophyta is called the bryology, and the person who studied bryology is called a bryologist. The right answer will be the option B. Heterospore is found in, that is found in the Seleginella. Now the next question mark that pseudoelaters are found in the sporophyte of, that is the Anthocerus. Father of genetics, here we all know that is the Mendel is known as the father of genetics. Now the next question is Mendel walked on the garden pea plant. The component of chromosome that contains heredity is, the components of chromosome that controls heredity. Heredity means the variations. The right answer will be the DNA, because DNA that is comes from the mother and the father onwards, that they possess the two different parents, so there will be the heredity in these parts, that is will be the DNA. The term mutation was introduced by, that is the Hugo de Vries, will be the right answer. Crossing over during meiosis occurs in, that is the phytin phase. Viron is found in, that is viron is found in virus, because here is a clearly written that viron, and we have already seen that viron are a part of the virus that is found in the virus. Okay. Now the next question is algae is considered as, algae is a autotrophic plants. Okay. Bacterial decomposition occurs in, that in the conjugations. Okay. Agar is, what is this agar? That is a algae. Okay. Message of DNA copied on, that is the mRNA. That is, we know that mRNA stands for, that is messenger RNA, that is ribose nucleic acid. So the right answer will be the mRNA. The male sex organ of bryophyta are known as, that is the antheridia. That is, we know that antheridia are the male sex organ of bryophyta, and archegonium is known as the female sex organ of bryophyta. The right answer will be the option D, that is antheridia. Operant model was proposed by, that is the Jacob and Monod, will be the right answer. Sieve tubes are always associated with, that is the companion cells. Okay. Phycorethrin pigment found in algae in, that is the red color pigment. That is, we know that erythrin means the red color, and phycorethrin means the red color pigment, will be the right answer. Concentric amphiphasal is the, that is the xylem that is surrounded by a phloem. The right answer will be the option A. Now the next question is transition phenomena is the feather of, that is the, it is the feather of the bacteria, that is transition takes place. Now the next question is recon is the unit of, that is recon is the unit of recombinations. Plasmid is used as vector, that is found in virus. No, the right answer will be the bacteria. That is plasmid vector, that is found mainly in bacteria, will be the right answer. Now the next question is cholera used as single cell protein, that is the in algae. Cholera is used as single cell protein, that we call it as CP, that is used in the algae onwards. Okay. Now the next question is that AIDS, that we know that the full form of AIDS is acquired immunodeficiency syndrome. Is AIDS virus is called, that is the HIV, that is human immunovirus, will be the right answer. Structure formed by bacterial genome is called, that is the nucleoid. Nucleoid is called as the structure that is found by the bacterial genome. Okay. Which bacteria are pathogenic? Pathogenic means that cause disease from one person to another person and spread from one person to the another person. That is the right answer will be the streptococcus. Now the next question, chlorophytes have both chlorophyll A and B. Both chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, both are present in the chlorophytes plant. Now the next question is storage product in rhodophyceae plant is, rhodophyceae is, that is the Floridian starch is present as a food product in the rhodophyceae, which is known as father of Indian mycology. Who is known as the father of Indian mycology? The right answer will be the Butler. Okay. Fungi are always, that is fungi are the heterotrophic animals that they depend on other animals, other plants or animals for their survival. Okay. Sexual reproduction in lichen is like, that is the algal partner. That we know that lichen are formed by the fungi and algae. Both composition are present in the lichens, because lichen is formed by the symbiosis relationship between the algae and fungi, and here sexual reproduction, that is remarks by the algal partner. The female sex organ in bryophyta are called, that we had already discussed this topic, that is female sex organ are called the archegonium and male are called the antheridia. The right answer will be the archegonia. Okay. Which of the following is not found in Seleginella? Which of the following that is not found in the Seleginella? The right answer will be the Rementa. The term allele was proposed by, the right answer will be the Batson. Batson was the person who produced the term allele. Okay. Mutation is a change that is responsible for plant growth. That is, mutation is a part of change that is responsible for the growth of the plant. Now the next question, which one is sorry for that. Which one of the tissue is present in periderm? Which one of the tissue is present in periderm? Right answer is the xylem. Xylem is a tissue that is present in the periderm as a form of their protective layer. Okay. Pollen grain is the microspore. Virus was first discovered by, that we had already this topics, that is Ivan Bosky will be the right answer. Bacterial respiration takes place in, that is in the cytoplasm. Bacterial respiration takes place in the cytoplasm. That we call it as cytoplasm. Bacteria responsible for fermentation of dairy milk is, that is lactobacillus. Okay. Protein rich algae is, that is protein rich algae is the cholera, that we have called it the SCP, single cell protein, that is the cholera, that is a algae. Agar agar is obtained from, that is red algae. Cell membrane is a differentially permeable membrane. Okay. Seeds may be defined as, that is a fertile ovule. Fertile ovules are developed into the seeds onwards. DNA replication takes place in, that is in the S phase. Okay. Crossing over is advantageous because it brings about, that is the variations, because crossing overs comes from the two other parents, that is here the male parent and here is the female parent, and both parents inherit the different types of gametes, that called the inheritance, that will be the variations will be takes place. Who give the law of inheritance for the first time? The right answer will be the Mendel. Mendel gives the law of inheritance for the first time. Genes are made up of RNA, DNA and proteins, that is DNA, RNA and proteins. Emasculation is a part of, that is hybridization. In the process of hybridization, there will be a term, that is the emasculation. Okay. The algal component of lichen is called, that is called the mycobiont. The genetic material of bacteriophage is, here we know genetic material of bacteriophage is that sometimes will be the DNA and sometimes will be the RNA. The right answer will be the option number C. Okay. Heterocyst is associated with, that is the N2 cycle. That means the N2 means nitrogen cycle. If a DNA segment, next question is that, if a DNA segment of one bacterium is transformed in another by a virus, the phenomena is called, that will be the transduction process. Plasmid is a double-stranded circular DNA, that is deoxyribonucleic acid. Now the next question is, which of the following is associated with nitrogen fixations? That is with the all of the above, because blue-green algae, nostoc and enabina, these all three possess the nitrogen fixations process. The right answer will be the all of the above, that is all. The important pigment of Euceria is, that is chlorophyll A. Reticulated chloroplast is found in, that is in Odeogonium. Now the next question is Columella is found in sporangium of, that is in the Rhizopus. Okay. True clatter is found in the sporophyte of, that is in the Riccia. Riccia is a plant in which the true clatter is found in that form of sporophyte. Okay. Gametophyte dependent sporophyte is found in, that is in the Marsantia. Crossing over takes place in, that is in the phytin phase. Okay. Secondary meristome is derived from, that is in the permanent tissue. That is secondary meristome is derived from the permanent tissue that is present in the plant's body. W.M. Stanley was a great virologist. That the person who study about the virology is known as the virologist, and the person and the study of virus is called the virology, and the person who studies virology is known as virologist. Malarial parasite reported for the first time by, that is Ronald Ross, and the mosquito was first discovered by the Ronald Ross. Okay, mosquito was first recognized by the Ronald Ross onwards. Now here is the last parts of this topic, that is RNA is found in, that is in the plant virus. Okay. Mesosome is found in the bacteria form. Bread is manufactured with the help of, that is the yeast fungi. This topic is already discussed earlier. And the next question is, Gram staining helps to categorize the following microorganisms, that is the bacteria. Gram staining helps to categorize the following microorganisms, that is the bacteria. Rhizobium is found in the root of, that is in the root of the pulse yielding plants. pulse yielding crops, that they pulse yielding crops store the nitrogen in the form of the bacteria, and when the new seeds are sown in the field, that they got nitrogen and they produce the high yielding crops, that is fertilization goes high. Okay, now the next question is, second last question is, that is, in bacterial cells the conversion of ADP, that is adenine diphosphate, to the adenine triphosphate, that is ATP, is helped, that is helped by the plasma membrane. Okay, virus was discovered by, this is the third time we are discussing this point, that is the Ivan Vashki. And here our topics got completed, and in the next lessons we will cover the remaining 100 topics, 100 objective questions for the chemistry onwards, and later we move on the subsidiary part of the botany onwards. That's all for the two lessons, and there is humble request to everyone who are watching my videos for the first time or new my channel, like my videos, share my videos, subscribe my channel to be updated. That's all.